The first race of two for the Le Mans Invitational Ford Mustang Challenge 2025 at the Circuit de la Sarthe. The green lights go out. We are racing. The green flag waves and the 45 minutes start counting down, and immediately Cameron McLeod tries to close down the inside, but Sam Paley is there in the white and blue car round the outside. Marco Signoretti in the Academy car, the Mustang on the side. Paley going wide, gets the inside at the first chicane. That's going to be a drag race down the hill to the Old Forest S's, 3-4 wide in the middle of the field. Noaker already moving up through the field there and taking a couple of places even before we got to the middle of the first chicane. Now heading down the hill and through the S's, round the outside for the number 34 of Will Lucas, and Automatic Racing in that brightly coloured machine. That's the Dubuque sponsored car. Blue, red, white and black through Tertre Rouge for the first time and onto the first part of the Ligne Droite Thénardier, the Mulsanne Straight. And Peter Mackay, the good news is they've listened to the briefing and they've got through the first few corners. We were told to expect bump drafting, and it's happening already.
It is, yeah. When the Mustang, of course, very popular in the NASCAR Cup Series. We're seeing a little bit of that here going down the Mulsanne Straight as a little move down into the Daytona chicane for car number 26. Sam Paley on Marco Signoretti gets that job done to move up into second place, but it's Cameron McLeod who actually kind of just managed to break the draft a little bit there, and he's looking strong as Noaker already making his way up the order. He will get when we get to the first timing point, we'll be able to see how many positions he has actually made. In fact, he's up to 29th already. He's made 10 positions in the first split. Wow. As we have a problem for car number 35, that's Andrew Miedeke. Oh no, the man
one of the Aussies
from Tasmania. Yeah, he's got back going again though. But yeah, Sam Paley up there fighting for a race win at the moment on his birthday at Le Mans. I don't know if it gets any better than that.
I think he had a spin at Arnage. That was Marshall Post 26, so I think he's just gone around there. Yes, now confirmed that that was the case from race control. Jensen Altsman, Will Lucas and David Wall all in a good battle for 5th, 6th and 7th at the moment as they come through the Ford chicane. Huge slide again by the white with blue racing stripes car. That is brilliant stuff from the number 95 car. Biggest mover at the moment, Robert Noaker, up 19 positions after his qualifying was cancelled out due to a post-qualifying infraction on the setup of the car. He is absolutely flying through, but we've got someone who will have to come down the pit lane, and we weren't expecting this, and it's Tim Miles in that number 47 Wall racing car that we were talking about before. Incorrect starting procedure, so we'll get to see a little more of that white number 47 than we wanted to. At the front of the field, Cameron McLeod by 1.2 seconds. Double yellows on the entrance to Tertre Rouge, and this is for the stopped 191 Keith Kasulke's machine. In fact, it's a slow zone now, so this is exactly as you'll see in the Le Mans. They are getting the full Le Mans experience here, Peter. Where else do you get slow zone?
As soon as I saw that come up on the screen, I thought, what another thing for these drivers to get on top of. And like you say, getting the Le Mans experience as the 191 car is being dealt with. And being able to deal with an incident like that rather than have to bring the safety car out and lose a load of racing time.
This is still the slow zone at the moment. Robert Noaker now up to 11th in class. That puts him well inside the top 20. In fact, he's in 15th position now. Robert Noaker, the man most likely, was in 15th position. He's gone past Sandy Satulo, which is one of his drivers, now up behind Josh Hansen, Peter.
So they come through Carding Corner, then down towards the Ford chicane underneath the Ford VIP hospitality unit where a lot of the drivers' families are watching from. It's a fantastic viewpoint there as the number 33 coming through with the 95 of Nathan Van Spring go right in behind, and the way that these cars can ride the curbs as well, those Multimatic dampers working hard.
Moment or two ago, Noaker down the inside of the number 88, making up another position as Chelsea Denova with the green mirrors, meaning he's in the Stars class. Not his fight at the moment, and not wanting to get in the way of a hard-charging Noaker. But the pace of these cars, Peter, really has astounded me here.
Cameron McLeod has just edged the gap out with a 4-minute 20.9 last time by. The gap is now 4.2 seconds at the front of the field, so he's broken the draft to Sam Paley.
And Nathan Van Sprengel will have to come into the pit lane. His car has a mechanical defect of some description. The black and orange flag, you get no courtesy for that. That is next time by. It's going to be a touchdown at Arnage. And that was a battle for position. Alex Buescher then with Robert Neuegger now right behind him. This is extraordinary. Neuegger right up in the wheel tracks of the 33 Spark Performance leader in the Dark Horse Legends. This is the battle for 8th position from a car that started in 38th position.
The thing is, though, is that there's another well, I would imagine Neuegger will be able to get this move done, but he's got 6.9 seconds up to the next car as they come down into the second chicane on the Mulsanne, and Montmagura not making it easy. The oral surgeon who won the Dark Horse Legends last year and is leading the championship this year.
At the front of the field, Cameron McLeod with 5.4 seconds now. Back to Sam Paley, Marco Signoretti, two of the juniors. Matt Nicol-Jones, Jensen Altsman, another 6 seconds further back. That incident that we saw earlier between Tom McGlynn and Drew Neubauer has been noted at Arnage. Signoretti and Mark Nicol-Jones, both for Academy Motorsport, similar liveries on the cars. Marco Signoretti, proud Canadian.
He is. Marco's a family member of the Multimatic team. He's one of our test drivers. He's a good driver. Matt Nicol-Jones has got a lot of experience, and he's raced cars with manual gearboxes, and he's old school flip and shift and all that sort of stuff. So he's looking like he's very racy, and I would say a little bit faster than Marco at this stage, and they go side by side.
Yeah, this is Signoretti and Matt Nicol-Jones again, and this time through goes Matt Nicol-Jones, and that is an incredible pass into the right-hander before Indianapolis. That is really brave and good driving by both of them there, Andy, because you've got to have respect if you're going to make that pass.
A side-by-side move into the fastest corner, the most daunting corner on the track. I mean, it's blind, fast entry, and you've got to gather the car up for the slower part of that section. Here we go again. We've got some real good challenges down the order, 34 and 38 there, on the inside into the chicane.
That's Automatic Racing, Will Lucas and David Wall coming through on the inside in the Pace-sponsored red, white and blue machine with the flag of his nation on the side. Peter Mackay.
Interestingly, Signoretti's got back past Nicol-Jones because Nicol-Jones made a slight error coming into coming out of the Daytona chicane, and that allowed Signoretti to get by. So they are swapping back and forth all the way in the car. That's for sure. We've had that a few times.
Well, that's good.
This week is massive slide for Will Lucas in 7th place, trying to hold off Robert Neuegger, and it comes into the first part of the Dunlop chicane, and the rear comes around. It's not often nowadays actually where racing cars have such expressive personalities because the aero is so good. They look like they're on train tracks. Now this type of category, the car really gets to move around. It makes it very entertaining.
To the left-hand side, Robert Neuegger goes for the overtake. He's on the inside for the second chicane. 2/3 of the way down the Mulsanne straight. Goes up the inside of Automatic Racing and Will Lucas, and the blue and white car, metallic blue and white car of Robert Neuegger. Softly spoken man, but lets his driving do the talking. And an incident for the Motor City Dark Horse Racing car of Josh Hansen, and that is at the Ford chicane as well. A bit of hip and shoulder. He had it, and then he didn't have it. Just got behind on the steering and just taps the wall.
Underneath, the guests in the Ford VIP hospitality are getting a great view of the Ford chicane, with Signoretti is still hanging on to that last spot on the podium with the 62 of Matt Nicol-Jones, the former British GT champion, right on his bootlet.
Now at the front of the field, the gap has come down significantly. We've only got this lap. Oh, there'll be another lap, I think, for the leader, Cameron McLeod, unless he plays it very cannily. No, he'll be on his last lap now, and we've had an incident at the exit of the Porsche chicanes. This will bring out a red flag provisionally, and further down the field there might be some changes because we will go back to the end of the green flag lap before the red came out. So 8 laps, the result taken at the end of 8 laps, although we were well through the 9th. Cameron McLeod, Sam Paley, Marcus Signoretti, Matt Nicol-Jones, Jensen Altzman in 5th position, David Wall, Robert Nowick, Will Lucas. Buescher takes the Dark Horse Legends for Spark Performance. The Stars by Tanner Faust. Fantastic stuff from the man from Down Under, and he has got a big future ahead of him. Thank you very much for being with us. It was great to have Andy Prio alongside me, John Hindorf, and Peter Mackay. We'll see you tomorrow morning from Le Mans.